All
We're
right,
live.
everyone. Yeah, I think we're live. I saw all the comments, guys. It was a little bit of technical difficulties, but we got it. Um,
We did.
we did. So first, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and let Lynn introduce herself. Tell us a little bit about herself. Y'all know what time it is, right on the spot.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Lindy Jung. I am also an author tuber and a sci-fi and fantasy writer. My debut novel is coming out next fall, and I'm just so excited to be here.
And we're excited to have you, of course, like I've said many times. But yeah, I saw Moth's Blood, right? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the title.
I'm excited for it too. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I
And I
hope you get
well for those for those that don't know a lot about Moth's Blood, can you just give us a quick little summary?
Yeah. So the basic pitch is that it is set in like modern day Paris, but there's a secret school for alchemists in modern day Paris, and the main character's mentor kind of person gets murdered. That was a really bad explanation, but it's kind of like dark academia, murder mystery, fantasy, all sorts of stuff going on.
Okay. No, not a bad explanation at all. Um, were you always trad publish, or did you dabble a little bit with self-publishing at first, or?
I mean, I think I've always been open to self-publishing, but I haven't pursued it. I always say yet because you never know. So yeah, I've been pretty much on the path, I would say, of trad pub for as long as I've been aware of publishing.
Okay. And how long have you been writing?
Since I was a kid, but I think I probably would say I've been writing seriously for about 10 years.
Okay. 10 years. Do you remember
Mhm.
your very first story?
I do. Okay, my first one when I was like small in elementary school, it was like I printed out each chapter and it was half a page for each chapter, and it was about these two kids who found technology that allowed them to time travel and like meet dinosaurs, and my friend did like the dinosaur illustrations and I passed it around to class. I have this really distinct memory of like my elementary school crush
Mm-hmm.
giving it a grade. He said it was an 8 out of 10 and I was
Oh,
really mad.
he graded it and gave
I
you an 8 out of
know.
10?
I was like, okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess. Did you ask for the grade or he just gave you a grade? He just
I
graded it.
really I don't remember. I just remember seeing the 8 out of 10 and being like, wow, okay.
Wow, that's crazy work. You know what? That's crazy. But that's still a good score for, you know what I'm saying, for that age
You
and
know?
your first
Yeah,
story.
that's
But
true. That's true.
and then you pass it around the class at that. That's very brave.
I was a bold kid, I think. I think I
You
still
were.
don't quite have the shame gene. So it
Well,
hasn't hit.
that's all right. That's why you're a writer.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh, and well, let's take a look. Hold on, we got some people. We're gonna say hey really quick. Let me see who we
Mhm.
got. Sarita was early. I already know you were. I expected that. Um, Charlie, hey Charlie. We got Ian. Ian. He's gonna be up in here. Ian, glad to see
Mhm.
you. Yeah, hey everyone. Y'all know what we're doing today. We're gonna ask a couple more questions. Get to know Lynn a little bit more, and then we're gonna do that right on the spot challenge. Are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, I'm kind of nervous. Is that normal? Like,
Yes.
okay. Should I be nervous? Is it like, I don't know.
No, what? You shouldn't be nervous. You
It's
should
a little
be.
intimidating, but in a good way. It's like a challenge. It's a stretch. I like it.
No, yeah, and you know what? Everyone who said that they were nervous at first, as soon as the timer starts, they're just like, "Oh,
Mm.
it wasn't that bad."
Yeah, they
So
locked in.
it'll be like that. It'll be like that. But all right, so let me see. I want to ask, two or three more questions,
Sure.
and then we can get into it.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel as far as showing your process on Arthur Tube, like recording your process? Does it make it harder for you to write sometimes, or?
I think so. I don't know if it makes it harder. I think it kind of changes your relationship with the craft, but
Mhm,
not necessarily in a bad way. I think there's a lot of like metacognition, especially, as I've continued to make author tube videos and evolve and share my process a bit more. I've had to think to myself, okay, how can I make this examination of what I'm doing and my work like interesting and also relatable to an audience? Because
mhm,
honestly, a lot of the time the visuals of writing are just like not that much is going on, right? So really figuring out ways to verbalize and articulate what's going on through my head, how I'm dealing with issues, turning it into, I'm a teacher, so content that is hopefully useful to people by really examining and asking myself questions about my process.
mhm,
It's challenging, but it's good. I think the logistical stuff like editing and filming itself, like those can be time consuming in a negative way for me sometimes, where like maybe I want to write this evening, but I have to edit a video instead.
mhm.
But overall, I think it's been a really positive space and experience for me.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I feel the same way. You made some good points there. Yeah, it definitely changes the way someone will look at the writing process, but
Mhm.
writing as well. Um, and okay, we got some other people coming in. Hello, everyone. Um, so what is your favorite genre to write in?
Oh, definitely fantasy. I've dabbled in like other stuff, but fantasy is always going to be my heart, my favorite thing to read, my favorite thing to write. Also because it's so broad, right? There's so many like subcategories.
There are. Well, guess what?
Mhm.
Today you're going to be writing a little bit of some horror, some spooky stories.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
Friday the 13th, right?
That's so true. I saw
It
that in the
is.
thumbnail and then like forgot, but it is Friday the 13th.
It
That's so
is.
exciting.
What a perfect day to do this.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, all right. Well, I mean, let's just jump right into it then. I think we're all ready and excited to cheer you on in this writing challenge. So
Yeah, sounds good.
let me get our little wheel up here. Dun. There we go. Bam. You see it? Everyone see it?
Ooh.
Yeah, look at
Yes.
that.
Wait, this is so cool.
All right, we about to spin it.
Okay.
Mm, okay,
Oh,
on the edge.
oh, right on the
Uh,
edge. Okay.
okay, this is a surprise to me too. I don't even remember putting this one in there, but
Oh my
let's
gosh.
let's read it. A single mom who looks after her child, unaware that she already died protecting that child. So,
Ooh,
a little bit of okay, what's going on?
this is so interesting.
That is interesting. That's why, you know what? At least you get 5 minutes to brainstorm. So,
Okay.
5 little scraggly minutes. Oh, wait a minute. What? Put
Oh,
you pick.
oh, oh,
Y'all
I'm sorry.
see her? She trying to cheat already. We
Here, I'll show it to y'all, to be honest. I wrote AC. I was writing the prompt down.
okay. Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you write the prompt now because we
Okay.
gotta put your
Otherwise, I'm
doc up
gonna,
there.
yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I gotta put my document. That's true.
Right.
Let me just, here.
Mm.
Okay. I've typed the prompt.
Okay. Dang. Y'all heard that? All right. And then let me remove this.
Sorry, my microphone was very much in the camera.
It was, but that's okay. I'm gonna put us down here. So we can get your doc up there. Boom.
Sure, yeah. I'll present it. Share screen. Did that work? Wait.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what did I do? Oh, look at
Yeah,
me.
where does
Lord
it?
have
Oh,
mercy.
oh, jeez, it's so huge.
Yep. So everyone can read it.
Cool.
Oh, dang. Look at me. I didn't even start the daggone thing.
Oh,
All right.
just give me a heads up.
Clicking it now. We're out of here. 5 minutes. Look at that. It's the time. What a wonderful, wonderful. All right.
Okay.
I mean, okay, this is actually a good start. I'm just gonna say it. Like, look at this. You got all that, all that thought out that fast. You just knew what you was doing.
No. I mean, 5 minutes, and honestly, I had no idea what I was getting into going into this, but I was like, "All right, just starting somewhere, building on some threads, following some ideas around."
That's the
Yeah.
magic of it. That's the magic of
Mhm.
it. What do y'all think?
Mhm.
What do y'all think about this brainstorm that you just did? This start that
I
we
was
did.
like, "This is quite dark," but the prompt
Right.
is dark, so there we go.
Right. Yay. Dark is good in writing.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I like it. I like where this is going. So now, I mean, do you got to stretch? Do you want to,
Yeah, I'll do a little
yeah,
stretch.
stretch? You know what I'm saying? You got to do anything at all before you get into the mode.
Mhm. Give the brain a second to, like, process.
hmm It's all right. Anybody, you know what I'm saying? Ask some questions while we got this little break here, letting her get herself together. And actually, let me see. Okay, we got some first timers. Definitely a good prompt.
Yeah. That was did you write these yourself, Sierra? Like, all of them?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
So about so there are some that I wrote in there myself, but
Mhm.
for the like creepy-ish ones for today, I found those around.
Mm.
I'm saying.
It's a good
So yeah,
one. Well,
definitely.
good taste.
Thank you. Y'all hear that? Good taste. I chose some good prompts. All right. All right. It's time. We're gonna stop procrastinating. We're gonna get right into the story.
Cool.
All
I'll
right.
make a page break,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't put her off, Ian. Don't scare her. Then she's gonna overthink it. Overthink her how brilliant she is.
Oh, wait, did the timer start?
Oh no, no, no.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay, I was like, "Oh, no."
No, girl. I was just waiting for you to get your little page together.
Okay, I got my page. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Boom. Just
Okay.
pressed it. It's over. Mhm. The time has come. Yes, it
Oh my gosh.
has.
Okay.
I
Did
was gonna reset it.
what you
This was good. What you heard? Because look, there was a lot to dissect in that story right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a writer, you know what I'm saying? You can see how you really dissected the prompt and you said, okay, what point of view, tense, what would work the best for this story? And
Mm.
look, if you didn't do a daggone second person, now who do you think you are? We need to get you something for this. you, you need a prize.
Oh my gosh. Am I the first ever to do second person?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wow. I love second person.
Yeah, you did it very well. I mean,
Thank you. Thank you.
everyone thinks so. Look at everyone's comments here.
Yeah, I was trying not to like be too focused on them, but you guys are so sweet. Also, I love Ian's Lynn has tasted blood.
Right. But no, we're not sweet. We're just telling you what we see here. I mean,
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
and where were you? So I see, you know what I really like? Not just
Mm.
the second person, but I really like how you added the little like things, like the little hints of like, like how she was trying to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
keep herself unseen, but you can't even be seen. That just makes it even more. It just makes like the hair on my neck prickle because it's like you dead already.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I got pretty excited like interspersing those little bits of like, ooh, foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? If you could have named it, what would you have named it?
Oh, I'm so bad at titles. Um,
It's okay.
I don't know, maybe something about like, there's a lot of emphasis on like sound and fog, maybe something about quiet or silence. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to brainstorm that one.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Because we want you to finish it either way and then
Oh.
show us it afterwards.
Yeah.
How would you have ended it? Like, where do you think this was going?
Oh, it came to me as I was writing it out. Oh, wow, I did almost 3 pages. Jeez.
I know. Look at that.
I did not even realize I was in the zone. But I was like, okay, so I originally had like a drug deal, but I'm like, okay, her assumption is that, it's she's up to no good. Her daughter's up to no good, so she's following her. But I think it's actually going to be that these kids do like occult stuff in the woods and they're trying to summon Charlotte's mom. So it like kind of comes around full circle. Or like
Girl,
she
no,
spent
you stop right there. That is a damn good idea. Don't make me throw my computer screen. Did y'all hear that? She said they was gonna try to get her mom. Oh my god, okay. You getting me excited. All right, I'm sorry. You finished what you was gonna
Oh
say.
yeah, no, I mean, honestly, something that just came to me is that like it would be it would satisfy me if they're like doing this summoning and her mom's like, I'm here, and she's like realizing what they're doing, but the summoning doesn't work because they're just kids messing around with the occult. And it's like a tragic kind of ending. Like that's what makes her realize she's dead, is seeing her daughter trying to reach out to her one last time, but they can't connect. But she is there and she was trying to protect her.
That's a good that is very good. I like that. I like that. Matter of fact, I have to read that. So, you know what I'm saying? If you get some free time, we need you to finish this. I think everyone votes yes for you to finish
Sounds
this
good.
story.
I can throw it onto my blog or whatever. Just
Yeah.
kinda, yeah, get her
Yes.
done.
Definitely
Sounds
get
good.
her
Yeah.
done. That's a good,
I think
tasty idea.
there's I think so too. I was like surprised by how rich it felt as I was going through it. Um, but yeah, I mean that was really fun. And I'll definitely try to I think there's really only like a couple paragraphs or like a little bit left and then it'll be done.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, storytelling at its finest, guys, around the campfire. Like,
Yeah.
and guess what? That means you also are going to read it for us. Yes,
Oh
she
my god.
is. Did you miss this piece? You know you gotta read it. We gotta hear your voice.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm down.
story
I'm
time.
down. Sure.
All right, story
Here,
time,
let me get
everyone.
my voice ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna push my keyboard away so I don't like edit as I go.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Live reading.
Okay, here we go.
All right. You can't see a damn thing through the fog. Even the old Volkswagen's high beams can't seem to make a dent in it, rolling across the asphalt in shimmering curtains. It doesn't matter. You're pushing 80 on a road that is, if the highway patrol is being generous, a 55 on a good day, and that doesn't matter either. What matters, what you care about, are the twin smudges of red a few meters ahead. If you squint, you can just make out their shape, bobbing in and out of your line of sight like bait on a hook. They belong to Charlotte's friend's kinda new Pontiac, or maybe her father's. You aren't entirely sure. That doesn't matter either. Up ahead, the long stretch of country road forks unexpectedly, veering off through a bisected expanse of stunted cornfield that didn't quite make the knee high by 4th of July cut. Your headlights catch the flash of two eyes, shiny as new quarters, as a buck lifts his head to watch you zip past, eyes still fixed on those two red dots. They're headed for the orchard. Volkswagen's wheel is rattling, rumbling. A low whine pulses up from somewhere under the hood. You ignore it and press the gas pedal down as far as it will go. Charlotte knows better than to sneak out, you think, hands tightening on the steering wheel. You've been white knuckling for so long that you can no longer feel your fingertips, but you're worried that if you remove your hands or lift your foot even a millimeter off the gas, you'll lose your daughter to this godforsaken, foggy night. Charlotte also knows better than to sneak plastic bottles of Smirnoff into the house in her backpack. She's only a sophomore in high school, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I don't usually cuss. But it's these new friends, these rich kids, Lucy and Phoebe, and what's her name with the septum piercing. What sort of parent lets their 17-year-old jam metal in their face like that? You almost had an aneurysm when Charlotte's search history showed that she, too, was looking into affordable local piercing parlors. Over your dead body. The road slopes up, and cornfields break into trees, an entire brigade of them. Whiffs of fog waft between the thick trunks of oaks and elms, proper old growth forest. You frown. This isn't the way to the orchard, is it? Suddenly, the Pontiac's taillights go out. You slam on the brakes too hard. Your chin smashes into the steering wheel, and your teeth slice into your tongue, filling your mouth with the taste of blood, sweetly metallic. With a curse, you pull over, your entire body shaking. Where has she gone? Carefully, you step out of the car. The fog envelops you in its cold, damp embrace, but already you can hear the pack of the prick? Oh, of loud, tipsy teenage girl voices in the night. They're laughing and moving into the woods. You follow the sound. Bryce and the others should be here already. One of the girls, you think from the lisp it's Lucy, says. She's on the high school tennis team, lean and tan and always wearing flannels, even in August. Do you think he remembered to bring everything this time? Another girl sighs. I'm sure. He's stoked for Charlotte to finally join. Charlotte pipes up, so soft she can barely be heard over the crunch of footsteps across the leaf-littered earth. Yeah, I'm stoked too. They fall silent, save for the occasional whispered, "Pass me that joint, will you?" You bristle, but do not intervene. You get the sense that a bit of weed is not the night's main event. Instead, you focus on making your footsteps soft, your breathing silent. You will not be seen. Eventually, a warm light emerges from between the trees, followed closely by the tinge of smoke. More voices call out in greeting, and you hang back, watching warily as two figures stand to enfold the girls in their arms. Charlotte, recognizable by her small shape. God, you remember holding her when she was barely longer than your forearm. She was so premature. Hangs back. She wraps her arms around herself. Shar. One of the boys beckons her closer to the fire. He's unreasonably tall and lanky, and a silver chain gleams around his neck, a combination that at once screams trouble to you. Did you bring your mom's stuff? Your stuff? You edge closer, breath hissing out from between clenched teeth. Surely not. You rack your brain trying to guess what might have been taken from you, but you're almost too angry to think. There we go.
You know what? And I just felt like I was just listening to an audio book just then.
Oh, thank you.
Tuned in. Is Moth's Blood, is that in second person?
No, it's in third person.
Third person. I
Yeah,
like third person too.
I do too. I like second person for like a short story. I think for me, it carries something shorter really well, but for a novel, I don't know.
I know, right? I was just thinking, like, did you do a whole novel in second person?
Oh, I'm not that brave.
What? This was, I mean, you flew right through this short, I mean, short story, but I mean, look at that. We got some snaps. Everyone thinks that you should read for audiobooks because, I mean, tuned in. Hello. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I love it. This is just amazing.
thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. No, thank you for writing this story and reading it to us.
We can't keep doing this.
We can't keep doing it, but we gonna end with mine. Thank you.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, good. Uh, so um, do you have any advice you would like to give anyone who is thinking about writing, starting to write, anything? New
Yeah, I
writers.
mean, you saw me. I was kinda like, "Oh, I don't know what to do with the prompt," but just dive into it. This kinda like vomit here, helpful. You don't have to treat it like gospel, you don't have to follow it to the letter, but I think just literally open a document, hop onto a call with a friend if you want to, and just start typing, and, if you have to use a prompt, you can do that. Get
Mhm.
Yeah, just get writing.
That is the best advice.
It really
So,
is.
do you outline, like, how does do you actually outline when you write your
I
novels?
do, yeah. I outline, like, chapter by chapter fairly rigorously, but I'm also very much like, well, if the story goes in a different direction, what am I to say, Because I think so much comes as you're using the muscle, like, as you're typing out the words, as you're going through the story beat by beat. New inspiration is gonna hit you because 'cause you're gonna see new pathways that you didn't see when you were outlining, so I try to always be really open to that.
Right. I definitely agree with that.
Mm,
I agree. If you are an outliner, if you're a plotter, you don't have to stick to the outline. You know what I'm saying? You can wherever the story takes you, but it is nice to know, where you're going with the story.
mhm.
But also if you're just going off the top of your head, it's also good to have a little bit of, plotting or outlining with it. So it goes hand in hand, I think, whether you outline or not. They both still go together somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm, mhm. Exactly.
but and you missed it. Is it Anisha? She said, so what she was going for is they were going to have a seance to try to bring Charlotte's mom back. Of course, her
Yep.
mom doesn't know that she's dead, but she was
Mhm.
going to see it happen and then realize that, damn, she's dead. And the seance wasn't going to work. Um, and that just blew all of our minds, I think, because that was a very good storyline.
It, like, came to me so randomly, and I was like, "Wait, that that seems like a good way to wrap it up."
Thankfully.
Mhm.
Um, So yeah, I mean, where can we? Anyone who's not, I'm gonna link her information. I think it already is linked, but for anyone who wants to see some more of you, where you said you had a blog that you might be putting this on. So what's that blog to?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just my website, it's lindyjung.com, but I don't update it very regularly. It would be just like, something like this. I'll throw it on there as a freebie. But in general, the place I'm on the most is my YouTube channel, which is also called Lindy Jung. And sometimes I'm on Instagram, which is also Lindy Jung. It's very consistent.
Okay, all right, y'all heard it, and don't forget to order her book when it comes out. As you can see, great writer, great storyteller.
Oh.
You'll love it.
It just went silent. It's like overwhelmed.
Okay. Well, you know what? I had a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone wants to ask any questions before we head out, but if you got any questions, you better throw them up in here real quick. Right in the comments real quick. Y'all better ask these questions. Y'all got. But dang, the story. I mean, look at that. We need some type of um writing awards. You know what I'm saying? Up here. I need to start giving out some
Oh,
awards.
yes. Yes. That would be
Okay.
fun.
It would, and you're gonna get the first one, guys. We got, what is your best advice for finding a consistent voice?
Ooh, like consistent across different projects or stories, or consistent throughout the course of a story? I think, mm, for one that's consistent across, okay, throughout projects and stuff. I kind of feel like the idea of a oh, sorry, I'm like reading Charlie's comments as they're coming up. Um, yeah, honestly, I always find that like my first chapter or first couple chapters is going to be like the exemplar kind of like example of the voice. And so I tend to revisit those a lot just to like put myself back in the mindset that I had as I was writing those earlier parts. Finding vocal training stories. I know that Chris Cam Fajardo talks about this a lot. And she got it from R.F. Kuang, but it's like finding other published books from writers that have a voice that feels similar and you can like read a little bit of it before you dive into your writing for the day. And yeah, I think those would be my two biggest pieces of advice.
Very good advice as well. Um, do you think that do you use the same type of voice in all of your stories, or do you
No,
switch it
not
up?
at all. I like to switch it up. I think it's a little more fun. Especially with like I think every character, like point of view character I write has kind of a pretty different personality. And that reflects in the voice a lot too.
Okay. We love to hear. We love to hear it. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Great right on the spot. Thank you, Ian. Um, Thank you, everyone who joined and watched. It was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Me
hearing your
too.
story.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right. So I think we might go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Right? Anybody got anything else they need to say? Lynn, do you have anything you need to say?
No, just this was so much fun. And honestly, like I needed this. I needed to get away from my book for a second. So I really appreciate the opportunity and like this idea is so good also. Like this is actually such a brilliant idea for like lives and stuff. And yeah, I need to watch the whole backlog now.
Yeah, I've been loving it. Learning about everybody else's process. I think that's my favorite part. Seeing everybody's process, how different it is, the voices. It's good for the viewers too. They can see, real time how each
Absolutely.
person writes. So
Mhm.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. We do have our next one next week, I believe, on the 19th, with Cody the writer. So tune in for that one as well. And yeah, y'all have a great night. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.